roll. What the heck? Hey, what's up? So my name is Leah, also known as fitfoodiele. I just got through feeding Dago, my 1-year-old, and so he is awake and here. So basically this morning I asked on, I did a Periscope after I taught my barbell strength class at Lifetime, and I asked my Periscope viewers to give me some vlogging ideas, and they answered, and I'm trying to go find to see who said I need help. I need vlogging topics to vlog about, and I would appreciate it. So, okay, I just had to check in my phone to see who asked this question so I can address her. So Candace 1982 wanted to know what are some ab foods. So I'm assuming she meant, you know, foods that make your abs pop or abs appear. And I told her, cool, I got you. I mean, you know, a couple of people responded and, you know, asked questions, but I was like, I want to tackle this one first, and so I will. So what are some ab foods? Well, first of all, I feel like because I've been through a bikini competition. I did my first competition back in 2012, and I started at around 22% body fat, and I ended up at 8% on stage, right? And so my diet played a enormous role in that, of course, and also the type of exercise I was doing. So I figured I want to share my competition diet with you. I'm sure that will help you out a lot. Now, disclaimer though, you should not, I'm not even going to tell you what my macronutrient information was. I can tell you that I ate 5 meals per day though. My macros are my macros. You know, I know you've seen that all across. If you're on Instagram, a lot of bodybuilders say that, but it's true because my macros are not your macros. I am 5'10". First of all, I am extremely active. I work out at least 6 to 7 days per week. So, you know, if you try to use my macros, you know, and you're not doing similar or what I'm doing, then you could be gaining weight. You could be going further away from your goal. So always, and if you have questions, you don't know how to find your macros, you want to know your macros and get on a customized plan, I can help you. I'm a part of a family-run fitness company, Six Pack USA, and that's what we do. We make customized meal plans for people, and we tailor it to whatever their goal is. So that said, so when I did my competition training, it was 14 weeks long. I'm just going to talk about the food first of all and pretty much tell you again what I ate, what helped my abs appear. First and foremost, you want to make sure you're eating low to no processed foods. So I did oatmeal. I ate oatmeal every single day of my competition prep training. Every day, oatmeal. I know some people, if you don't like oatmeal, like my husband, he hates it. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he hates oatmeal. So for those people that don't like oatmeal, you can also do grits. I love grits as well. And also oat bran. I love oat bran. I talk about oat bran a lot. I use it in pancakes and things like that. And people are always like, what is oat bran? Oat bran is nutritionally superior to oatmeal, if you didn't know. But I know people probably like the texture of oatmeal a lot better. Oat bran is more like cream of wheat, if you've ever had that. But I don't mind it. I love it. I like it. And so I usually go with oat bran. So I did oatmeal. I also did for complex carbs, I did sweet potatoes. I did a lot of sweet potatoes. And I also did brown rice. And that was pretty much it for my complex carbs. And then you get into the lean protein. I did salmon every now and then. Salmon has a lot of good fat. It's not super lean like, say, chicken breasts and turkey breasts, but it has a lot of good fat, omega-3s. And then I did chicken breast, like I just mentioned, boneless, skinless chicken breast. Turkey, ground turkey. I did a lot of ground turkey. And then when you know, my body was changing and it was time to switch things up, I would also do my then trainer had me do lean sirloin. So those were my three proteins. So chicken breast, lean chicken breast, ground turkey, and I'm talking 97% lean or higher, ground turkey, ground chicken, and then salmon every now and then. And also I did tons of tilapia. How could I forget tilapia? I didn't even write that down. So tilapia for sure. And then as far as non-starchy vegetables, I did a ton of spinach. Spinach is cool because even for my husband, we trained at the same time. We did our competitions. He trained, we trained about the same, honestly. I wanted to say he trained shorter than me, but no, we trained about the same amount of time. And so it was cool because, you know, when I cooked big batches of food for meal prep, he was eating the same things. So, you know, it's not like I had to do my stuff and then double back and cook him something, and then the kids, oh my goodness. So it worked out. But anyway, so we did a ton of spinach. Spinach will clean out your system, like for real, for real. So spinach really gets you, gets your digestive system going. Spinach is great for that. So we did spinach, sauteed spinach. We did a lot of kale. We did a lot of asparagus. Asparagus, as you probably heard, is a diuretic. All that excess fluid out of your body, asparagus helps with that. The good fat, I did a lot of avocado. I would make my own guacamole at home with some just some ripe avocado and then some lemon juice and then some cracked black pepper and a little bit of liquid aminos. And then I also did almonds and cashews and pistachios as well for sorry, I saw somebody. When you see somebody walking in front of your house. Okay. And again, you gotta watch it with mixed nuts or nuts in general because you know, you have to watch your portion sizes. Fat is good. Fat contributes to a healthy, balanced diet. So you need fat. You don't want to run from good fat. And also even olive oil, coconut oil. And then I already said low to no. Oh, as far as your seasonings, I did low to no sodium. As far as my seasonings to keep the sodium levels down, of course, sodium promotes bloating, and we definitely didn't want that because you want your abs to show, right? And water. That's all I drank. You know, we didn't do juice. I did it all natural, by the way. I didn't use any protein powders because I was actually breastfeeding my firstborn, my first son. He was about 1.5 years at that time when I did the training. Even my posing coach, she told me that if I'm breastfeeding, I kind of want to just give it up because you know, when you're eating at a deficit and you're training like really, really hard, most likely it'll, you know, kind of go away on its own. But for some reason, I kept producing milk, especially when I started to, I loved oatmeal, but I didn't eat it that much before I started my training. But once I started eating it a lot, it actually boosted my production. And even though I was losing weight, losing body fat, my milk supply kept going. Like I breastfed them all the way through my competition. It just kept coming out. So yeah, so anyway, we did, I did water only. I don't think I even did coffee and tea, but if I did, I would use stevia. I use stevia in my oatmeal to make it sweet, of course, not brown sugar, not regular, definitely not white sugar. So I would use the stevia for the sweetness. So yeah, that's it. That's what I ate. That's what I ate for 14 weeks straight. Cut and paste. So what was I thinking? I don't know. I wasn't thinking. There are two important parts to my competition prep meal plan that I just kind of left out that you need to know about. So one being fruit. Yes, I did eat fruit. I saved the lower glycemic fruit for my breakfast. So I had things like berries, you know, blueberries, strawberries, and grapefruit earlier in the day. And then I saved the higher glycemic fruit, which means it just contains more sugar. So it's higher on the glycemic index for post-workout. So post-workout, I would have a banana. I would also do apples, and I would also do grapes. So yes, I definitely did fruit. And then the second thing I need to mention was part of my protein. How could I forget egg whites? I ate egg whites along with my oatmeal or my oat bran every day, every single day. Training for a bikini competition is extreme. Extreme. Understand that not everybody wants to get up on stage. Not everybody wants to get down to a really, really low body fat percentage. You know, it's not sustainable. It's not healthy, especially for long term. It will not happen overnight. It took me 14 weeks, so about 3 months or so, a little over 3 months or so to go from 22 to 8%. So It just takes time. It does. It just does. Just like growing a baby. The quicker you want to see results, then the more restriction you'll have to have on your diet, and the more you'll have to train. It was 6 to 7 days a week of heavy lifting. Of these, sometimes I went out on the track for high intensity interval training, sprinting. It's tough, right? But again, if you the quicker you want to see results, then you gotta get with it. You gotta get on your nutrition, and you gotta get on your workouts. But again, if you're trying to make this a lifestyle thing, some people do the 80-20 rule. They'll eat clean, during the week, and then on the weekend, try not to just absolutely blow all the hard work you did from the week. But you can add in, a relaxed meal, ice cream, with your family on Sunday, or a nice family meal out at a restaurant somewhere on Sunday, and then Monday get back to it. That's completely fine. That's it. Cut.
What's up?
Come here.
How are you guys doing?
I'm actually recording.
I know. Hey, buddy.
Hey, you can take him so I can finish. This is gonna be a vlog. A vlog. Okay. Close that down, thank you. Alright, I can move my hands down. Okay, so the second part to that equation was the type of exercise I was doing, type of workouts I was doing. So definitely hitting the weights hard. That is probably the most amount of weight I've ever lifted. So, heavy weightlifting for sure. But then there was also cardio. So to get, to burn that layer of fat, you have to do some type of cardiovascular exercise, right? And so the type of cardio really matters. I did a combination of steady state cardio. Steady state cardio basically means I kept my heart rate in a specific zone, because that zone maximized fat burn. And then I also did high intensity interval training. And zone training, I love zone training. I'm a group fitness instructor at Lifetime, and that is basically the basis for one of the classes that I teach, Total Conditioning Extreme. We use zone training. Zone training is very important because it teaches you how to work smarter, not harder. I used to be one of those instructors where I wanted people to be like limping out of my class, like, oh my God, that was so hard, like, oh, I gotta come back. But it's not really about being a hard instructor. It's not always about a hard workout. You know what I mean? So your heart rate again has a lot to do with that. Let's say we're doing squats, and let's say we add a knee with each squat. So we're doing a knee and a squat. That's gonna take your heart rate up, and that's gonna make you push your heart rate into another zone. And in that zone, maybe you're still burning fat, yeah, but now you're burning sugar, glucose, right? It really challenges your body and takes your fitness level up a couple notches. So the interval training also allows you to burn off fat without compromising your muscle. So that's another reason. So with the steady state though, you're supposed to park it in one specific training zone, and that's supposed to help you to burn fat, a majority of fat, so you can keep your muscles. So if it's always, again, not about going super duper crazy hard on the elliptical or whatever, because honestly you could also be burning muscle. So you don't want to destroy all the work that you've muscle takes a long time to build. Muscle is hard to build. It doesn't happen overnight. And so if you're out of your training zone, you're going all hard on the treadmill and you're burning up fat, yeah, but you're also eating up your muscle, then that's not good. So heart rate monitors are fantastic. That's why we recommend one. If you are interested in our Six Pack USA program, you have to have a heart rate monitor, because you have to know where your heart rate is and what zone you're in, so you can know what you're burning. Maximize, work smarter, not harder, for real. That's pretty much it as far as food for abs. So I went down my competition training list. Again, you have to, it has to be tailored to you and whatever your goals are. Maybe you don't want to get down to 8%, right? Maybe you're comfortable, you're good, you love how you look at around 15%, which is actually safe for women, because when your body fat gets down too low, then stuff starts breaking. I know for me, you know, I lost my menstrual cycle, but that's a whole another vlog right there that I will not get into yet. So a combination of all 4 is basically what's going to get you to your goal. The low to no processed foods, the heavy weights, the steady state, and the high intensity interval training. That's your best bet. I guess that's it. So I hope that helps somebody. Again, if you have questions, if you'd like to get help with finding out what your macros are, if you need a plan to stick to, you know, as far as workouts and meal plans and things like that, please email me at any time, leah.iguatu@sixpackusa.com, leah.egwuatu@sixpackusa.com. Or you can check out our website and see. Hey, guess who's back? Or you can check out our website and see everything you would need to complete our program and whether or not you would be eligible or interested. So I hope that helps. I'll be answering hopefully at least 2 questions per week. So we'll see how this goes. All right, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.